Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Senior Market Analyst here at Blueberry Markets. I'm going to be taking you through the week ahead. We're going to take a look at that all-important data as well as some charts. So taking a look at this week, quite a low high impact week considering what we've had recently. I think the main points are definitely going to be in the US again this week with CB consumer confidence and also this prelim GDP and core PCE price index. Obviously the core PCE price index is the one that the Federal Reserve look for key inflation data. So if we do start to see a decline here, that can obviously bring the conversation back to rate cuts still and whether we're going to get 2 cuts this year. Obviously some data out of the US has been pretty good, so it'll be interesting to see how this continues. Pending home sales month on month might be interesting, expected to drop from 3.4% to 0.1%. Obviously, if the economy is doing pretty well and people have money to spend, you can expect sometimes that pending home sales could actually increase. But if that actually does start to decline, it shows that maybe the housing market is also going to experience a little bit of decline as well. So that's going to be really important. We've got CPI data or inflation data out of Australia expected to be around 3.4%. So not really anywhere near that 2% mark that RBA would be looking for in terms of cuts. So not really seeing that momentum there. Australia economy is doing pretty well in terms of keeping that inflation rate higher at the moment. Going on to the currency strength meter then, so the pound, the strongest currency, you can see it moved all the way down from that number 2 spot to +6. So very strong currency at the moment, the Great British Pound. There's potential for a reversal setup here right now, or we're going to see obviously a continuation. I do like to see it start to come down first before looking for that reversal. So definitely still swaying more towards a bullish side here right now. The US dollar and the Japanese yen, the weakest currencies at the moment, sitting at -4. Going over to the US dollar index then, really interesting chart at the moment. We do have this kind of development here of lower lows and lower highs. You know, is it going to be a case that this is a new lower high now, and are we going to start to see price push back down towards the recently formed swing lows around that 104 handle and this trend line support, or are we going to see a breach of that and a move down towards the 102 handle? Maybe we should take a look at the US bond market going into next week to determine what could potentially happen there. Going over to pound US dollar then, so if the pound is going to remain strong, if the US dollar starts to weaken, then cable could continue to rise here. And what's interesting about this chart, obviously we had the dollar performed pretty well last week, all things considering, and pound US dollar still continued to climb, showing that underlying strength here in the pound at the moment. So if we do see any kind of upsides here, I think 128 is the next level for pound. If we break back below 127, then that could lead to a little bit of sort of a move on that reversal side of things for cable. Going on to Aussie US dollar, so we've actually breached this trend line support and out of this kind of bullish range that we were getting here, this bullish channel, I should say, and that could be determined as a potential selling opportunity. However, you know, technically we're still making higher highs, higher lows at the moment. We've just come back into this kind of area of volume here and prices starting to sort of press out of it again. Stochastics pointing to the downside here at the moment, so that could kind of give us an idea that maybe there is a little bit more selling momentum here at the moment. Obviously if price starts to make higher highs, higher lows on the candlesticks here, then price may want to go and retest previous swing highs around about that 0 spot 67 handle. Going on to dollar CAD then, so we actually saw quite a bit of selling pressure on dollar CAD on Friday last week after price came and retested these swing highs. I do like the idea of price potentially coming below 136, testing all this untested volume in the market that has developed from a very long period of consolidation from the start of this year. So I wouldn't mind seeing a breach lower here on dollar CAD at the moment. Obviously crude oil as well has been on the decline recently, so that could be a potential move as well. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching this video update. Let me know in the comment sections what charts are you watching this week, and I'll speak to you in the next video.